Hey, you butt fucking pieces of shit. This is DLF here. Gotta put on my whoopee because it's cold in here. So, what can I say? This is gonna be another rant. Alright. So yesterday was, today is St. Patrick's Day. Woohoo! You know, but yesterday was the fucking parade in Buffalo. The one downtown. There's actually two parades. There was actually two parades for St. Patrick's Day. There was one that was in South Buffalo. And then there was another one downtown. I went to the downtown St. Patrick's Day parade yesterday, and it was a bad experience for me, to say the least. Well, I went there because I wanted to go there and collect all the cans and all the bottles that all the drunks leave behind. I ended up getting like 173 cans yesterday in like almost like, let's say hour and a half. But doing that and putting up with the crowds and the drunks, it's like, no. But yesterday got me thinking, okay? St. Patrick's Day, it's like, I don't even know what the fuck they celebrate, but something about a guy driving the snakes out of Ireland or something. I don't get it. But it's supposed to be like a big thing for them. So why the fuck, if this is supposed to be a big thing for the Irish, you know, why the fuck would they celebrate it doing one of their racial stereotypes, which is heavy fucking drinking? I don't get it. And why is this so acceptable? I read something on the internet about a month ago when it was February. You know, February's Black History Month. I read something on the internet that all the blacks were offended when some school, I don't know where it was, I think it was somewhere down south or something, where all the blacks were offended because the school had, was serving soul food to celebrate Black History Month. And I'm thinking, why is that offensive? I mean, soul food is what? Fried chicken, watermelon, collard greens. I don't even know what the fuck else. Orange soda. I don't even know. I don't even know what the fuck they eat. But I'm just trying to think, like, why is that offensive? And then I'm thinking to St. Patrick's Day, where the whole point of the celebration is to get completely fucking hammered. I seen girls on the bus going to the parade. One of them had a hat on. It said, "Oh, drunk meter" or something. And I'm like, what the fuck? So pretty much the whole point of St. Patrick's Day is to get fucking wasted, you know, to celebrate Irish culture. But we can't have fried chicken, or we can't have soul food for Black History Month. And I'm thinking, let's break this down, okay? how is having soul food for Black History Month more offensive than people getting drunk for the Irish? How, like, if you think about it, okay, so saying that blacks eat fried chicken, okay, we all heard that one, but to say that's more offensive than saying that Irish people get wasted, come on. Come on. I mean, if I had to choose between a stereotype, either the Irish and their drinking, or the blacks and their fried chicken, what do you think's more offensive? I would have to say the Irish and their drinking, because it's kind of like a negative thing, you know. You always see some you always hear stories about alcoholism, alcoholics, and all that shit. It's depressing, you know. You know, some guy's drinking too much. He lost his wife. He lost his kids with divorce because he was drinking. He lost his job. Now he's homeless. Come on, that's depressing. So saying that all Irish people like to fucking get drunk, I think that's kind of offensive. Now, on the other hand, saying that all blacks like chicken and soul food, I mean, when you think about it, I think I'd rather be known for eating really good food than to be known for being a fucking drunk, you know? But all stereotypes is, let's say, let's pretend like all stereotypes, doesn't matter what they are, who they're about, or whatever. Let's say all stereotypes are bad, okay? Any kind of like generalization about a particular group or race or color or whatever is bad. Let's say that's all. Let's say the blacks liking chicken is bad, and that the Irish like to drink is bad as well. Still, we can't have the Black History Month soul food thing, but we don't think twice about chugging beers, chugging liquor, whatever the fuck, whiskey, I don't know. We don't think twice about it on St. Patrick's Day. We just don't. I don't get it. I mean, maybe it's just something that, you know, maybe it's just something I grew up with. Not really grown up with, but kind of not really supported. I don't know what you would call it, but personally, I don't drink. I don't drink at all. I don't smoke, and I don't drink, and I don't use any kind of like drugs or anything. I never smoked a cigarette, and I've never smoked weed or anything else. I have drank though, like on occasion. But I don't really drink. I don't really drink. If I were to drink once a year, let's say, that's a little too much for me, you know? I can't really stand it, you know? But, you know, maybe it's just me, or maybe it's, you know, but I just don't understand why it's okay to take, you know, why it's okay to take something like Irish and their drinking habits and turn it into a whole fucking holiday where it's encouraged, but, you know, something like Black History Month and eating soul food for Black History Month, Why is that so taboo? Why is being known for eating good food like offensive to people? But being known to get drunk, pass out, puke all over the place, act stupid, get in the car wrecks, etc. Why is that so acceptable? I just don't get it. I just don't. You can argue the point that, well, it's unacceptable because the blacks were slaves or something stupid like that. Yeah, true. But do you know that we had Irish slaves as well? Come on. We had Irish slaves as well. People don't realize that. We had Irish slaves and we had Chinese slaves and Native American slaves as well. On top of the black slaves. And we had, well, I'm not going to go there because it's not really true. I'm going to say we had Mexican slaves as well, but, you know, the way I think about that is, you know, I think that the whole immigration thing with the Mexicans coming over here, I think that's kind of stupid. I think they should be allowed here, just coming and going, like you know. But if you think about it, what are Mexicans? If you think about what the hell are Mexicans? They're Native Americans that just speak Spanish, pretty much. Because if you think about it, before Columbus came and all that other shit, this whole North American land here, that was all one giant thing. They just roamed the whole fucking thing, you know. So pretty much the Indians that lived that are what you would call America today, you know, they were all over the whole North American thing. They were up in Canada, they were up down in Mexico and all that other shit. And then when Columbus came, the Spanish came, and then, you know, everything else came. Pretty much the Mexicans are, you know, they're Native Americans that can speak Spanish, pretty much. So why not? They should be able to come up here too. At least the native Mexicans, you know. Ow. But back on point, you know, some of the answers, why is chugging beers and getting drunk and fucking fighting and fucking acting like an asshole, why is that so acceptable over eating chicken on during Black History Month? And I'm not trying to be racist or anything. I'm just like, well, I don't get it, you know. I just don't. Maybe there's something I'm just not getting with this, you know. I mean, okay. Let me. I've heard from some people that say that that the soul food, like the fried chicken and all that other shit, is not really a black food. It's pretty much just like a southern food that like all southern people eat. And it just so happens that the black people cook it because that's what they were taught to cook while they were slaves. So it's not actually a black food. But is beer really like a Irish drink though? Did it really originate in Ireland? I'm not really sure about that. I don't really believe that. I don't know. I know certain types of beer are made in Ireland and are probably like, oh God, certain types of beer are invented there, but I don't think it was like, I don't think it's like the whole thing was invented there, you know. So it's not really like an Irish drink, I don't think. But you know, if you're gonna say, you know, that the fried chicken and all that other shit is black food, you're wrong. It's not black food. It's Southern food. It's Southern food that all Southern people eat. White, black, Chinese, who gives a shit, you know? If you want to eat fucking black food, go eat some fucking Ethiopian food or something, you know? Go eat fucking ants or something, you know? Whatever the fuck they eat. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they eat over in Africa. They eat like fucking lion and shit. I don't know. Fucking ants. There is some country over there that they eat fucking ants over there. I know that. They're just like, ooh, ants. I'll just scoop them off the ground. And just fucking, like that. Like that. You just fucking, they're fucking watching, whatever the fuck they watch over there. Abu Dhabi TV. Ooh, this is some good Abu Dhabi TV. Look, eat a fucking ant. I don't know, do they eat like the big ants that are like that big, or do they eat like the little ass ants? I don't know. Should be eating fucking fire ants. Wow, that'll probably put a kicker in it. I mean, that's what they use for like spice, you know. Anyway. Yeah, okay. I mean, if you really think about it, like today's world, it's all connected by the internet and shit. So there's really no excuse for, you know, for these stereotypes about food, because, you know, I'm sure a McDonald's in Africa would be just as popular as a McDonald's in America or a McDonald's in China or whatever, you know. I mean, I wonder if like in like Africa they have like pizzerias and shit. I'm not talking about like the jungle Africa. I'm talking about like places like South Africa or whatever, where it's, you know, where it's pretty much like here. You know, I don't think it's really that much like here, but you know, they have like cities and shit in South Africa. I don't know, they might have like pizzerias or some shit. They might have like ant pizzas and shit. But you know what? Get back on track, because when I talk about one thing, I go off on another, and then I go on to another, and I can't get back to the original point. So that's part of my Asperger's syndrome. Well, I'm just saying, you know, why is the Irish in their drinking more acceptable than blacks and their chicken? You know, I mean, like I said, it's not really black food, but it's become part. It's become part of the black culture enough to say it's black food, you know? So, you know, like if you think about it, somebody once told me that out of every single like drug that has been out, alcohol is the most dangerous drug to do. I don't know if I really believe that, but I guess it's true. I mean, I guess more people have died from alcohol. It's been the biggest, source of heartbreak and death and everything since like most of history, I guess. I guess it's just because it's probably more acceptable. It's an acceptable drug, I guess. I mean, you go everywhere, you'll see people drinking. I mean, how many bars and restaurants do you see that serve some kind of alcohol but won't let you smoke in there, I mean, I go on these dating websites, and that's all I see is nothing but drinks, socially, smokes, no, drugs, never. It's everything. It's always like that. It's more acceptable. How many of these people have you seen on maybe Facebook or whatever? Pictures of them drinking, pictures of them with beers in their hand. You see pretty much a lot of that. I mean, but like smoke, you'll never see someone on Facebook, smoking a crack pipe or something, It's not an acceptable drug. But, drinking is supposed to be a social thing, You go out to, with your friends and have a few beers. No one says, let's go out and have a few hits off the crack pipe, So I guess I can understand why that's, like a social thing, or an acceptable vice or whatever. But yeah, why would the Irish try to celebrate something that has brought upon more hardship and more heartbreak and more death in the history of the world, as far as drugs and smoking and all that? Why would they try to celebrate that? But the blacks can't have the fried chicken for Black History Month. What the fuck? I don't get it. I just don't. I really don't. I mean that's just something that I can't really answer. Well, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. And I'm about to go because I don't really feel like talking anymore. I'm starting to get desert mouth. And I think I'm just going to go play some more Strider. Oh, and by the way, I was playing more of it today, or after my last video. Right after I got done playing it, I ended up getting a new, I don't think it was a new sword. It was something to make your sword start on fire though. So I got that, and it's pretty cool now. You can actually use that to open new doors. I got that. Oh, and then I got something else where, oh, what the hell? I got something else now where I can dash. I can dash forward, backward, up and down, and diagonal and shit. And on the video, I don't know if anyone's seen it, but on the video there was some parts of the game where they had a door that looked kind of like a portal thing. Now I can get through those because you use the dash thing on there and you can just pass through it or something. It's fucking stupid. And those rings that you see, that sometimes you'll see like in the middle of the fucking air or something. I'm sure you've seen them on the video. Now I can get through it. What those do, you can dash through those with that. I think it's called like the plasma catapult thing. You can dash through there, and it like shoots you across the screen. That's pretty cool. But I'm gonna go play more Strida, and thanks in advance for watching this, you pieces of shit.